Hi Jaime.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm fine with you. How are you doing?
Good. I'm so sorry that I forgot yesterday again. I don't know how it just slipped my mind.
It's alright, we're here, which is the important part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is important. So, since I got to know a little bit about you in Korea, why don't you tell me a little bit more about you?
Well, I'm just a normal guy, 26 years old at the moment. I'm from Madrid, from Spain, and we got to know each other because of the sports, which I think it's what we're passionate about.
Yes.
That's pretty much my life. I've always been into sports, without forgetting about my education, of course. I like to spend time with my family, with my friends, do several activities, basically living a non-stop life, which I got used to, and now I like to be occupied all the time. But yeah, just a normal guy.
Just a normal guy. But also you play professional tennis.
No professional.
But well, I think in my eyes and in the eyes of your friends you do.
I haven't won a single euro on tennis, but yeah, it's my passion. I was in a high performance academy when I was since I was 17 until I was like 20 something.
Wow.
COVID hit in between, which was a mess. Also, two big injuries on my wrist. But still, I kept playing. I was lucky enough to be hitting partner of the tennis tournament in Madrid last April, May, which was like a dream for me because I've never been very good. Like I've never won any big tournament or anything. And being there after having had all these injuries and everything was like a dream come true to me.
Wow. Did you meet any role model?
Yes, well, actually, everyone there is a role model. It's such a big tournament that we will joke. All the hitting partners there, we will have an inside joke that it was that even the cook will be great playing tennis, and he will beat he will beat us. Like the level was so high that I was amazed by everyone, to be honest.
What is the one player that you would love to compete against?
Well, compete against those? No one. That would be
just one maybe that you grew up seeing.
Yeah, it has to be Rafa and Roger. Those were
legends.
Yeah, those were my role models when I was a kid. And when I got to see them live, not anymore now because they were retired. So if I get to meet them now again, it will have to be in other context. But when I was a kid and I will go to the tennis tournament in Madrid or in Miami, and getting to see them, and even getting to take a picture with Rafa that night I couldn't catch any sleep. I was just still like shaking, and it was like a dream came true, to be honest. I couldn't realize it.
I think Nadal got his memoriam on the clay court in France. And it was just in the time when we were in Korea, and all of us, we were like, because it's in Paris, we did go to that stadium to see paddle, and it was crazy because we saw the Hall of Fame with all the achievements that people got, and since he is the king of clay courts, I think it would have been nice if all of us would be present there to just see that one memorable day of his, and also for the fans. I think once we go back to Paris, maybe we can see it, but it depends also on the season. Yeah. They might just hide cover the grounds because of the rainy season or cold or something, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point because they were playing paddle there. I don't know if they keep it there, if they're having other events.
What do you say, they cover it and then they put the things on top?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have the videos, I'll show it to you. We went for the stadium visit at Roland Garros. That's how they say in French. It's very funny because the first time when I did not know how to speak French, a little bit also, and they kept saying Roland Garros, Roland Garros. I'm like, what is this stadium? Like, I don't know. I know Roland Garros, but I don't know Roland Garros. Like, it's the same. And then when I went there, I was like, okay, so this is just French accent. But it was a great experience, even just being there for paddle. We saw some famous players we don't know, but they were very kind enough to, come talk to us, and also repost our stories and reply to the messages saying thank you so much for supporting us. It was really nice.
Super nice. I haven't got the chance yet to be there. I don't know if you noticed in Korea when all this plaque thing happened that you just talked about. I was entering to the bus and I was just still in tears. I was watching the ceremony in my room, trying not to be very loud too, so that my roommate Andrea wouldn't notice. I was still in tears in the bus. Wow, that was a tough moment. Yeah, it was super emotional.
I mean, for sure. Since you've been playing tennis since your childhood, it would be emotional for you.
Yeah, super. You asked me about my passion. What is yours then?
Mine now?
Yeah.
I think yesterday when I was recording with Ethan, I told him, I just want to be a billionaire. That's it. I just want to have rich people problems, not mediocre problems. I think I saw Carlos Sainz in one of the reels or one of the, Instagram stories he posted that he was worried that whether to travel to Monaco on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I think that's some kind of problem that I would like to have in my life. Whether my charter will be free, my pilot is free, should I go on Tuesday, whether the weather is nice on Wednesday. I think those are nice problems.
And what are you going to do to be there in that position?
Well, I'm still figuring out. I do have an passion to do my own business, but it mostly in the line of sports. Although when I was in Korea, I was trying to brainstorm how to do it. In US also, I think whatever there is in Europe, it's in US. I can develop it, but just to think out of the box, I think I need time. So till I am ready and I have my own money to invest on my own self, I think I will just keep on exploring different roles. There's nothing particular that I want to do in partnership or sponsorship, something like that. I want to keep developing, challenge myself also, and just see what where I hit my limits. And then if I know all the roles, then I think I can also cater to the business with the employees, and I can help them if they're having any kind of troubles or problems. If not too much, then I would understand that I have been there in their shoes, I know how it feels, and I know it will just get over or get better with time.
Okay, that's good. So what took you here to enroll with this master's that we were doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, firstly I would say I did my bachelor's in sports management from India, and my mom actually influenced me because according to my thing, if not sports, I would be doing something in the basis of atomic scientist or research. But when I gave a thought about it, I felt like sports is the only platform that I know in and out, and I would like to know more what is inside. And because outside even I was one of I also played badminton professionally, and I know that the politics are not nice. The politics that goes around is very nasty. It's not at all good. It affects you mentally and also affects your practice physically. So, I stopped I think when I was 19 years old because COVID hit, and I also had some major injuries. And then I started deciding that I should give my 1000% to academics just to see what goes on inside the sports field. And then do something around the line of sports. That's
you're in the right way then.
I hope so. I don't question myself. I'm just believing in the path that I'm choosing. And most importantly, that I never wanted to do masters from India because there is no good scope in sports line. They don't have any specialization course like how we are doing business management. And but still, they're giving us this opportunity. I will still be grateful for them to showcase us different continents, business strategies in sports, and how they develop themselves.
Yeah. Also, to get to me the most crucial parts about all the traveling you mentioned. I think everyone in my network is jealous about our masters. Like no matter if they're students, older, younger, whatever. It's also getting to know different cultures and sports being a common thing, which is I think it's the common denominator here. How it's interpreted and used in different countries to engage with the community and with people, and how it's used in business as well, which is I think one of the crucial parts of our masters, that is focused on on business instead of being focused on science.
Exactly.
I think that's the key asset here.
You also worked at EY.
Yeah,
I did my research.
Good job, good job.
Thank you. How did you end up at EY? Because they are not related to sports. I mean, they might have some corporate brandings in sports, but not at all related with sports.
Well, so it all started since I was a kid. I have this idea in my mind, of course, to do something related to sports. When I was younger, I would say it was sport journalism.
Okay.
But then I met a couple of journalists, and they told me, don't get into this path. It's very tough, and also if you don't have like the proper contact, it's very tough to get into climb up. Because I've always liked to write and to read the news. I still do. I like to keep myself informed. So this idea arose of being into the business side of sports without forgetting playing the sports that I was practicing back then. I was not good at anything, so I will do every single sport you can think of. I will do it when I was a kid. And also I thought back then, and I keep thinking that the further that I will go into sports, even if it was professionally, will be useful to gain more network, to gain more contacts, and also to have more value and knowledge inside the sport, which I think is very crucial later if you want to be in the entrepreneurial side. So yeah, I came with this idea when I was 12, 13 of studying a sports management master, but having a previous general knowledge in business. So that's why I decided to study business management. I did it here in Spain, although I did it in English, which was great to me because 2 years ago, before studying the bachelor's degree, I was in the US studying. So I think it was like the proper organic way to keep going with my studies in English. I loved it. I met a lot of great people. Like my best friends right now, most of them are from my university, and also I was lucky enough to get the special mention in business management and business direction in the end, so that I will have like a general overview of the company. And I've always had this idea. People gave me this advice to not start a master's without having worked before, having gained this experience, and also it would have been helpful to really get to know what I liked before doing a master's, because I think it's a big step to do a master's. So I had this opportunity on getting into EY. It took me a while, actually. It took me like 10, 12 interviews to get there. Wow. And I was lucky enough to be into the consulting branch instead of the audit one, because here, at least in Spain, if you did business management, they send you straight to audit, and I wanted to do something more creative and strategic related. So that's why I was fighting to get into consulting, and I was lucky enough to get there. Super grateful still, learned a lot. I was there for almost 3 years. But yeah, I think back then, in the days, like my time was done there. I wanted to get experience between 2-3 years. So I got upgraded to, I was promoted, and I was senior consultant, and that same week I quit my job to study this master's. I jumped off the plane. I didn't know if I had a parachute in my back.
Did you survive?
Yeah, so far I think it's the best decision I've took in my life. Like I tossed the coin, and so far it's landed on head. Sorry, and I'm very, very, very I feel very lucky that I was able to took this big step, that I have the support from everyone, which I think it's also very important that if you're taking a big decision like this, you feel supported, and that the people are following the way with you. And I think it's the best decision I've taken in my life, to be honest.
That's good that you don't regret anything that you have done, I think. You also lived in Miami?
Yes.
How do you find Chicago comparing to Miami?
I like it better, actually.
Really?
Miami, it's a city, I think it's great for going for a weekend or for a long weekend. But it's like, I compare it to a transit city. We'll make friends there. There was an asset that it was that multiple nationalities, so I suddenly found myself friends with Colombian people, with Brazilian people, with Egyptian people, with Norwegian people, so it was very diverse. But at the same time, people were there for not very long, so I would make a friend, and then the month later, he wouldn't be there. Also, I found it like very pretentious, if we can call it like this. Like everything was like fake. People were trying to pretend that they had this or that, trying to flex on money and whatever. Like I remember being in Madrid the year before going, and then telling my friends like, look at these amazing sneakers, and they only cost me $40. And then in Miami they will be like, look at these sneakers, in the market they cost $100, but I bought them for $500. Like it was quite the opposite, you know. So I don't know, maybe it's okay for some people, but according to my values, that's not what I really like. Although it was a great experience. I learned a lot. I think I improved my English. I got there without having any English behind me. And I was thrown into the jungle, you know, like I was used to my small high school in the place where I live, and then the school system here in the US, it's different in a way that people, when you have classmates, you have different periods and then you move class to class, instead of having the same class with the same classmates, and then the professor is the one who moves. So there I will have first period in this class, then I have to rush to this second class, and it was like a 13 building school, so it was massive. I even had to look for a map on my phone, but it was also a great way to know people. And compared here to Chicago, regarding your question, I think this is more American experience per se. Like also I find it different that I see it more on the entrepreneurial side here, in the business side, and then Miami is just a 15, 16 years old kid. But if I had to choose one to live in, I think it would be Chicago so far. I haven't been here in winter, which I got told that it was super cold, but I'm really enjoying it so far. How about you? You like it here?
Well, this is my first time in US ever. And Chicago being my first, I think, the places that you always go first and you have not experienced other parts of the country, I think they always have a special place in your heart. And although I'm still liking Chicago, but I don't really see myself working or staying here. Maybe as a visit, if I extend my business someday here, I'll just come, visit my office like for a week or for a month mostly. 6 months maybe. That's it. I don't officially see myself living in this place because as a person that I am, I'm very introverted. Although I try not to be introverted when I am around people, because if I am, then that won't help me to be the person that I want to be and the vision that I have for my own self in my head. So I keep on going around with people, try to talk to them, try to get to know them at least, not in like 100% scale, at least like 30-40% also helps to know someone. So, I really like Chicago, to be honest.
That's pretty cool.
It's really noisy.
Yeah, it is.
It's super noisy.
Especially the train, right? Hasn't it passed to you that you're talking on the phone on the street and then you have to cut the call because of the train? I'm
like, just 2 minutes, just let it pass and then I'll just get back to you. It's annoying a little bit. Sometimes I feel people are way too happy because in Europe, people are not like this.
Well, I come from Spain, which is a different culture, I'd say.
Yeah, but in France, it is not like this.
Yeah.
People, they don't really care. I mean, they will think 200 times if you're in a danger to help you. Yeah, but I don't think that it's the same in Spain.
Like especially Madrid. In Madrid, since we're the capital city, we're used to have many nationalities and people from other cities, even from Spain, coming to our city. And they all have one thing in common, that they all say that Madrid is very welcoming. And there is this saying in Spain that if you know someone in Madrid in the morning, you're very likely to spend the afternoon with that guy having some beers.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
In France, it's not like that.
Yes, I think it's the opposite, yeah.
I think because, in class, one of our guys, he said that Europe is one continent but with different countries. Yeah. So I think it comes with different cultures as well.
Yeah. There's a lot of countries to try in Europe, so.
Well, yes, I do. I really want to go to Spain.
You sure?
I really want to go to Italy. It's a 2-minute long list.
Well, as long as you go first to Spain, then you're good.
Yes, I think I will. Although, we have one visa. We don't have to apply for the other visa. So.
That's great.
You're fine. You can just travel anywhere. You're European. I hate Europeans when it comes to visa processing. It's such a hectic thing. But yeah, what you are a very big fan of Real Madrid. Alejandra told me. She was giving me all this information when I was coming here. She was like, he likes this, you should see his Instagram. Like, but okay, maybe I will see it after I'm done with this episode today. But yeah, how?
Well,
why Real Madrid? Because you're from Madrid?
Why not? I've heard this thing that not being a Real Madrid fan is to voluntarily renounce to happiness because we're used to it. No, I don't know. It's something that I'm very passionate about, and it's also one of my dreams to work for Real Madrid.
Wow.
It's been something crazy since I was a kid, and I don't really know where is it coming from because my dad is a Real Madrid fan. My grandpa used to be as well, but they're not very into football. They were like, okay, if I have to choose this team, I will choose Real Madrid. But it wasn't something that my dad or my grandpa were super ultras. My other grandpa didn't even like football at all, so it was crazy. And I don't know where's this passion coming from, to be honest. And now I see it more as a family and friendship thing because, of course, I wake up here like we're in Korea at 2 a.m. to watch games and whatever. And but also when I'm in Madrid and I get to the stadium with my cousins, where we also travel to watch the team's game abroad. Like we have already been to Portugal, to England 3-4 times. Then we're planning to go to Lisbon again in January, and we go all together like because my cousins they're like brothers to me because we've been always going to the same schools, to the same activities. I've stayed in their place thousands of times, so they're like big brothers to me, and getting to go with them to the trips or to the stadium, it's even more special. And yeah, I don't know, I'm very passionate about football, and especially Real Madrid. Like you can tell that it's a known thing because you ask Ali and it's one of the first things he told you about me. And yeah, I don't know, hopefully I can get to work in for Real Madrid one day.
You know, Ethan is a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then he was saying Chelsea is the best team in the episode. So, do you have to say anything to encounter it?
No, ask him about Chelsea 30 years ago before the Russians bought the team. I don't know. I respect every team, and I'm not saying that any team is better than the other. I just think that it's beautiful. You follow your team, and you're passionate about your team. Even if I'm a Real Madrid fan, I recognize that maybe the best player in the world that plays for Barcelona at certain times were for Chelsea or whatever, and I just respect real football fans, you know, the ones that they're passionate about and they truly follow their colors and their team. And I think it's all about respect, respecting other football teams. Of course, it's if we play against them, I want to beat them the first thing in my day. And if we lose against them, I will be pissed off for I don't know, at least 5 days. But yeah, I think it's that's needed to be seen as what it is, that it's a sport. I try not to be very affected about if my team loses. It's something I'm still working on. But yeah, and I take it to the personal side, as some people do.
I don't follow football. So I just watch it because it's very fun to watch.
Yeah.
And don't follow any team, nothing.
You should become a Real Madrid fan then. You will follow it more.
I actually started following the US Soccer League.
Okay.
Because Messi is one of the members of David Beckham's team.
Yeah, Inter Miami.
Yeah. What is it? United Miami?
Inter Miami.
Inter Miami. Mm-hmm. Yes. I saw that. Like I started following Inter Miami's Instagram, and I found that. Well, I think people they go there only to make more money because.
Half of Barcelona team isn't there. Yeah, but
I read about that.
Yeah, right.
I did because you can also like people who are retired. They can actually buy teams. It's easier to buy US League soccer teams than any other European actual football teams. So you can also make a lot of money since you're already a celebrity. People will anyways watch you, and people will buy your merch. So I think it's a good way. Maybe you can also look for buying a team.
When you become a billionaire, we can do business then.
I definitely plan to buy one team. I don't know in which sport, but definitely one team which is successful.
Okay, let's look at 10 years then.
Not 10 years, I just need 6 years.
Okay then, better, even better.
I don't know, I was also aiming to, invest or, be a part of esports. Because esports has a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. People, they don't know because it's very limited to some countries. They are also trying to expand, but it takes time to adapt to different nature. But yeah, esports is one of the teams. Either I'll make it or I'll buy it. I don't know. But yes, football for sure. I think with generations, it has just kept growing. Football as in soccer. And it will keep on growing as well.
Yeah, especially let's see the World Cup effect here. Maybe it becomes super popular in the US, and we all know that the US is where the money is. So, and it's
That's very true.
It's the country that set the trend of the market. I've been lucky enough to have been to a lot of countries, different continents, and sometimes maybe shocking when you first see some things. Like when I was in Japan this year after Korea, it was even more impactful because I think it's a more developed country in a way that they're more open to the internationals. But still, when you see someone eating an octopus alive, it might be shocking at the beginning, but you have to respect that. It's their culture, as they do when they come to your country.
I have a very interesting incident with octopuses as well. So I saw a giant octopus getting chopped in one of the supermarkets in Paris. And since the culture that I come from, we love to eat fish with mostly all of our meals, but with rice mostly. And so I went there, and I've never seen any octopus getting cut, chopped off with their tentacles, their head, or whatever. And when I saw that first, it was a very big octopus, they were hanging them up and they were chopping. It's normal, I think, maybe for Europeans. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been weeded a lot.
Yeah. And I nearly puked everything that I've ate that day. I was like, I'm never coming back to this fish section. I will quit fish. I am done with it. I will eat chicken. No, it does not matter. Not fish. And then I saw some fried squids and everything in Korea, and every time I was watching the tentacles, I was like, oh, no, like that. It's turning my head around. It's horrible to see.
I don't want to think about it now.
Okay, what's that one thing that you would like people to know about you?
Like from myself, from what I do, or for...
No, just in general, you as a person. Maybe it can be related to your professional life or can be related to your personal life. Something that you would appreciate if a person can notice in you.
I don't know if getting noticed, and I don't want this to sound as an advice because I'm nobody to tell.
Come on, you are Jaime. You are Jaime. You are a person who can say their opinions out.
Yeah, but of course, but I don't want to influence nobody, but I'll say just...
Come on, already I am influenced, so please.
Yeah, but just to become a Real Madrid fan, not for anything else. No, just to be passionate about what you do, and then life might seem too long and too short at the same time. So just spend it being what you do, what you love. Of course, with some common sense, of course, you have to have your job, your savings, and don't party every day, but be passionate about everything you do and find that thing in your life and build it around it. In my case, it has been sports, but also I try to do everything I do at 100%. Like if I'm here on the podcast with you, I do it at 100%, and I'm not focused on my phone or anything else. If I'm in class, I'm focused 100%. If you're really doing something and investing the most valuable thing that we have, which I think is time, give 100% out of it. And that's how I try to approach life and everything that I do. So if I don't want to spend more time doing something, as I was in consulting, I took my learnings, I took my background, and I think some good experience for my CV as well. But that's not where I want to be, and that's not where I see myself 10 years, like getting to, like struggling to go to work, not having a fun time, even if they get paid a lot in those companies. Do what you love and be passionate about it.
Yeah. It's a good thing that you really want people to notice in that. And I can see by your socks. I'm like, okay.
Weird socks, yeah.
No, but it's very cute. I like funky socks. Like something when you're well suited and booted, something can be funky and it stands out.
That's what it will do. 20 years, I always have to suit up for going to work. Come on, I don't want to look like a 40-year-old guy.
That's how you dress up well. It makes sense now.
A little detail,
Exactly. It's fun to see that your passion is on your socks. What is the one thing that you would like to know about me?
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, about me? I don't really know. Like over the years and over the experiences that I have in personal life, mostly, but professional is fine. I did change myself when I didn't even want to change myself. And although the person that I show sometimes that, okay, I'm very willing or very friendly that I want to talk to people, I do. I genuinely feel like talking to people. That's why I'm doing the podcast. But sometimes I'm that introverted person who wants to be left alone. Like, just leave me with my music, leave me with what I'm doing. Don't interrupt like that.
Well, we all put different masks on whatever situation we're currently facing. Like, you might have the Ampruta that doesn't want to talk to anybody, or the Ampruta that wants to record a podcast.
When I'm always like in between people, I think sometimes when you're not also feeling great, you really have to put your best, because it's not you're in an industry where you really have to put your best when you're also not your best. But yeah, sometimes if I'm not at my best, I really would like to not be at my best.
That's a tough goal. Like, how do you know that you have to step off your comfort zone, and how do you know that you can truly be yourself? That's like a moral debate, let's say. Like, okay, I need to push myself out of the comfort zone, which I try to do every day. But also, do I really need to do this now? That's
like a debate. But the one thing that I would like everybody to know that I like to help people, and might not be financially at the point, but emotionally, spiritually, with physical motivation. I really like to help people.
That's super nice. I can tell that, yes.
Because I feel like the help that I did not receive when I needed it, I don't want any other person to go through the same situations. If you don't understand something, you can ask me. If you want help with any projects, ask me. I'm here. I'll help you. If you want a person to talk to, I'm here. No judgments pass in that way. Although in normal times I do judge people. Everybody does. But yeah, if you want to go hang out, maybe not a hangout person going outside, maybe come to my building. We can drink, we can hang out, everything. 100%.
That says a lot of you. Because you could have come all the other way around. Like, since I didn't receive any help, I don't want to help anybody. And as I see it, is that if you're in the position to help somebody in any way,
I would definitely do it.
You have to do it.
I will do it. I won't even think 1-2 times. Like, I feel like, okay, Jaime is having some difficulties with maybe just say a silly phone. Okay, I'll be like, oh, let me try. Let me just try to help you. Not trying to educate you what phone is, but okay, if I can help you, it will be good. Like in that way. Because, I feel like everybody needs help, like a little bit push. And I'm just here. That's what I'm saying. I really like to help people, I would say.
Yeah, I can tell that, yes.
That's, I think I would like people to know that they can reach out to me anytime in any way, and I would be very grateful to, spend that kind of even 1-2 minutes with them.
Well, they know now.
Yes, they know. What is your word of wisdom, like, before we wrap up this episode?
Word of wisdom, wow, that's a tough one. That's a great question. I think it's just try to be a good person. Like, that's always what my mom has tried to taught me since I was a kid. Like doesn't matter if you're the guy who gets the best grade in class or the worst, or if you're the best at this competition or the worst, or the best in your job. Like always try to be a good person, and also to never surrender. I don't take no for an answer. At least try. You know, we may take for granted a lot of things, which to me, in my opinion, are excuses. You already have the no for granted, so why not try? The best thing that would happen to you is to get a yes on something, and you have already get for granted. But always with a good heart, like trying to be always in every aspect of like as you were saying, like trying to help people, and trying to be good to them. I would say that's my motto, like never surrender, and I'll always try to be good with everybody.
Maybe it also your sports taught you that you keep on getting defeated by even a player who's not better than you. I think we all had that point where in our head we have already won, but in court we are like, how did I get defeated? Shit.
Yeah, also in tennis, wow, you get very tempted when it's a close call to call it out, but then you fight against your demons to try to be.
You want to just punch the umpire and the line judges and how did you say that it was out, you idiots?
No, but then I get to call them myself.
In tennis it's a little different.
Yeah, well, and you gotta fight against your demons when they touch just those little bit of the line.
I can understand.
What should I do? But no, in the end, it feels even better to win against the best, or to win in a fair way.
But somehow I feel the sports that we have played, it teaches a lot of things in life. You don't take no for an answer. You keep on trying and listen until you are succeeded in that way. And it says a lot that in court you kept on getting defeated and you kept on practicing until you actually won against someone who's better than you.
Yeah, like in tennis, I've never set a roof to myself because people were telling me when growing up, but you know that you're not going to become professional, or the rest roughing it out or whatever. And we're like, I don't know, might be, may not be, but I'm not anyone to put a roof to myself. I'm going to keep playing because it's the thing that I like the most. And let's see whatever it takes me. The more that I play is going to be more beneficial for me, for my mental health, for my physical health. And also, if I want to develop a career in the sports industry, the more that I play and the deeper that I go into that sector, it's going to be better, more beneficial to me. But also with the masters, before enrolling into this masters, I was moving the possibility of getting an internship into an American university to do the masters. But I didn't get the opportunity because even though I had some scholarships, the living cost here is so huge that I couldn't afford it. But I didn't take it as an answer. I did this huge research that I guess you did as well on all this offer that we have right now in the sports industry regarding the masters. And I will contact them, call them, getting an no for an answer, and make sure that I will go 100% the decision that I took.
Good.
Right. And what about your motto?
My motto in life, just never give up. Just how you just never take a no for an answer. Keep trying.
Yeah, I can tell. Only for the visa process, I can tell.
Yeah. I think for US visa, I think my mom, my coordinator in Paris, Chloe, and also here Max, I think they told me multiple times that since you have the invitation letter, I think it's good for you to try again. We understand that it's a lot of expenses, but just give it a try and then see what happens.
Yeah.
So, I was anyways not going to settle for just one rejection. It's just a visa. I mean, it's not a rocket science. I cannot get it. So, I did. I think, God saw my, hard work and he gave me one visa and then he gave me. But yes, sometimes I would like to appreciate myself, but I don't do that often, I would say.
Well, it's something you gotta do then.
Yes, I'm learning.
Yeah, I got a lot of reasons to do it.
Yeah, that's 100%. You should always appreciate yourself for what you are, what you have done. Just look back for just one tiny moment that, not a lot of people can do what you are doing. And then, just that's it. Keep going on. But thank you, Jaime, for your time, for your full dedication to this podcast, and you gave your time to me.
No, thank you for having me. It's so
Muchas
so grateful to be
gracias.
here.
That's all.
De nada.
That's all I know. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Watch him. Bye. Like, I was really pissed with all the Europeans texting on the group to Siegel Institute saying that, oh, we have to, apply for ESTA, tell us what the information is. And I spent 3 months getting my US visa.
Wow.
And I was like, I hate you guys when it comes to visa. I seriously, clearly hate you when it's a visa situation.
How do you do your visa then? Because to me it only took me 1 day or even less.
1 day, I'll tell you my
Because
whole journey.
the website was corrupt and the payment was not valid. I had to wait.
I got rejected my first visa time. So it's like a whole process. Like, you won't be so nervous if you're going for a job interview, like, how nerve-wracking the visa interview is for some nationalities. Since I'm Indian, so I'm going to talk about Indian nationality. So I went to Switzerland, to Bern, the capital, for my US interview. They just asked me 2 questions. Why did you apply from here and why are you going to the US?
Mm-hmm.
They heard my verdict and then they were like, oh, you don't qualify for the visa. Why? I am not even going to stay there. I don't even want to maybe. Ask me, do I want to stay there? And my answer is like, no. I think Europe is fine for me. More than fine for me. But anyways, then I ended up spending 200 euros. Sorry, 2,000 euros.
2,000 euros. Wow.
Yeah, just to go from India coming back. And then for the visa fee and everything all together, yeah, nearly 2,000 euros, which is a lot of money.
Wow.
And I came back to India, and from India when I reapplied it, I got my interview dates for next year, which is 2026. And I don't know, I contacted some agency and everything, and they helped me. Also, I had to pay more money to get my interviews earlier. And I got my visa just 3 days before I was flying.
Wow.
So I was like totally in haphazard mess, thinking I don't know whether I'm going to the US. I had already exhausted my budget of US in one visa to get this US visa. But yes.
And was it similar with South Korea visa? It was easier.
That is more funny thing. I spent nearly 200 euros for my South Korea visa. And when I am checking my bags at the airport, the attendant at the counter, she was like, why did you apply for your Korea visa? I'm like, because I'm going to Korea. Like, you didn't even have to, because I already had a Schengen visa. And I also had my residency letter that I have applied for my residency permit.
Okay.
So they're like, you can actually go to any part of Asia for 30 days without a visa because you already have a Schengen visa. So I'm like, what a waste of money. Nobody actually told me. I could have bought something nice with 200 euros. I'm not even joking. Like, I could just buy one watch or maybe another pair of nice shoes or something like that.
Or saving for becoming a billionaire.
Or maybe I can go spend, the things I couldn't do in Korea, I would have actually done it there.
Yeah, true.
So I was like, not even a single soul actually told me. Not even the embassy told me that you don't even have to apply because you already have a Schengen visa. What a waste of money.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. The fact that they let you proceed with all the process, it says a lot.
It took me 1.5 months to get the visa. So I'm like, when it comes to visa, yes, I have a definite reason why I hate Europeans.